Hello, once again, and welcome back to Time Travel is Possible, the YouTube channel that continues to review vintage items. It's basically like a show and tell, if you remember that in kindergarten. I just show you everything that I own or have right now, currently selling, or continue to store in my basement, attic, or on the main level. Today we're going over the G.I. Joe Cobra Rattler, and I just wanted to get a little intro in here. I am doing a lot on G.I. Joe right now and Star Wars, so check out those videos as we enter December. Now let's take a look at this commercial.
G.I. Joe Sky Striker, Dragonfly Copter, and Cobra Rattler each sold separately from Hasbro.
So the reason I chose that commercial, there are about 3 G.I. Joe Rattler commercials out there. I like that one because it shows the Sky Striker, the Dragonfly, and the Cobra Rattler. It shows a lot of action too. This is probably one of my favorite G.I. Joe Cobra vehicles just because I did get so much exposure to it in the cartoons. So in the cartoons, there was always a scenario where the Rattlers were attacking the G.I. Joe base and hitting the Sky Strikers. Destro was in the Rattler. He had his own Rattler, which looked really cool. Any of the individual Cobra figures that were inside the Rattlers, and they would show those action scenes, Major Blood, any of them. And then, of course, other things had happened where maybe a G.I. Joe guy takes one of the Rattlers and runs into it, and then comes in and starts taking out the other Rattlers with his bombs and stuff, and explosions happening all over the place, and they come in this way. But the Rattlers were always one of my favorite, and just even putting it inside your hand, it was an easy toy if you're running up and down the stairs, through the doorways, all that, to kind of turn them in different directions, really get that feel like there's a battle going on up in the air. Plus, he had, 14 missiles? Yeah, 14 missiles on the backside. So I have 3 of them. I had all these Rattlers when I was a child, and I'm amazed I've kept them this long. There's lots of issues with all of them. For some reason, all I have is one pilot, so I don't know why I had 3 of these and only one pilot, Wild Weasel, and so we'll go over that, but he's still in good shape. And then, let's take a look at these Rattlers. They are hard. I feel like they're hard to find. I never see them for sale on the internet. You can always find them, on eBay or something like that, but they're very pricey to get in mint condition, or even with most of the parts, because they have a lot of parts. So let's take a closer look. So let's go ahead and try to look at the most complete one first, which is this one with all the missiles. It is good to just start on the missiles. This way we can sort of see what's missing that makes this not complete. So on the missiles, you have these 3. They're all connected to this plastic piece that holds all 3 of them, one on each side. And a lot of times these missiles would fall off if they're kind of worn out, if you unplugged them and plugged them in a lot. So you have the 2 on each side. Then in the middle you have these little black ones, 2 on each side there, 2 individual ones. And then you had these bombs right here. And those are probably bombs too. What's a missile, what's a bomb? But you have 2 on the outside here, 2 big ones, thicker ones, and then you have these that came with the tip that could easily come off So when you're collecting the missiles, you know, sticker placement, all that stuff is important on the missiles. And then make sure you have the equal amount that are represented. And then on the front here, you will have these that open up, the engines, the engine covers, and then it comes with two more pieces, one here in the front, one here in the back that sort of slide in. And these can often fall off too, as you'll see you're flying around and this top engine cover part will come off. There are two of those. So that's what that looks like. And then when you get to the cockpit, there's two pieces of plastic that are supposed to represent glass. This one's permanent on the front. It's just in there with 3 tabs. And then this one does open up so the pilot can slip on in. It is kind of a tight fit, but there's what the cockpit looks like. And then here is the turret gun, and that spins around, but then it doesn't have the cockpit shield on top, and that's common. None of the 3 that I have one, so that's an important piece to look for when you're collecting it also. Nothing on the back falls off, and then what the other stuff that comes into play that's the most important, that makes it the most valuable, is the wheels, the landing gear. They're very tight fit on each side, so if you end up, you could try to pull them up, like this front one won't even come up all the way, and if I forced it, it would get stress marks on the blue plastic. It would look like a white almost. And then on the wheels here, you could see I don't even have the back landing gear because those broke off, or I took them apart and never put it back in. You can take this apart. There's a metal bar that goes across that makes it pretty strong, and you could try to mess with the wheels, or you could take some other wheels and try to make this complete. It is a chore to put it back together though, so caution that. You might not ever get it perfect. And so then of course this turns up, and that's how they fly up with the thrusters. The thrusters, they fly up, and then they're able to take off. And then, you know, from the back here, you have 3 thrusters that make the plane go and fly and make it be able to do all those maneuvers. Let's look at the other ones. Don't need to look at all 3, but let's take a look at this one in closing. The difference in the stickers. Look how bright red these stickers are still, where the other one is dark and it's lost a lot of its graphics and colors. There's another nice sticker right there. So that's important. And then the last piece that we didn't talk about yet is these panels, which is unique to the vehicle. You have the damaged panels, just like you sort of have the damaged X-Fighter that you saw, but you replace it with stickers. This one, you can go ahead and pull that out just where the tab is right there, and then you'll be able to see how to slip this in. It looks like it took some action on the bullets. And then this one here also, you can replace it in the back side of it, and that's what that panel looks like. The other thing I wanted to mention is these 4 tabs that hold the engine cover in place. One of mine have it broken off right here, and then so that does make it even less to hold. You know, makes it so that it can't hold on the engine cover. And like I said, you're lucky if they even do stick. I do have a couple good ones, but a lot of them fly off. So take note of all that. And then up front here, you had the gun. This one is broken off. And I think this is the one I'm keeping because it has all the wheels. So I'm keeping this because of the wheels. So the wheels do show a stress mark on this side and right there on this side. But I'm keeping this one because it has all 3 wheels. I would never try to open them up. But it is missing the gun up front, where these 2 do have the gun up front. So that's about it. I don't want to make the video too long. I probably already have. Check out, I do not have the box. I wanted to mention that. I do not have the box. The box is cool, but it is flimsy. with the cardboard. It's getting old, and you know it doesn't hold form very well. So just wanted to put this one in, and thank you for coming to the YouTube channel. Time Travel is Possible. Go ahead and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I'm putting a lot of videos out this December. And then, oh, that's not good. And then also comment below what you thought of the Rattlers. If you had one, did you like the Sky Striker better, the Sky Hawk, any of that stuff? Let's talk about some G.I. Joes, and I'll see you guys in the future, Time Travelers.